Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are having a fantastic day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Parker Nierenstein. This is Vehicle Virgin, and today we're going to determine if you can drift the Tesla Model S Plaid even though it has that crazy yoke steering wheel. Some modifications coming soon for the Plaid. I cannot wait. Tesla has finally graced us with track mode, which actually allows the Model S Plaid to drift. The only question is, what's that going to be like with this crazy steering wheel? It seems a bit dangerous. I guess we'll find out. Normally with drifting, you can allow the wheel to slide through your hands, but if you were to do that in this case, you're grabbing for air. Speaking of safety, Tesla just announced a safety recall that affects 52,000 Teslas. So apparently Tesla cars equipped with full self-driving beta actually had a rolling stop function built into the car. So if the speed limit was less than 30 miles an hour and your car was doing full self-driving beta, approaches a four-way stop sign, if there's no other cars there, apparently it would blow through the stop sign at 5.6 miles an hour. Not only is 5.6 miles an hour an extremely specific speed, it does seem odd to program something that's completely illegal into the car from the factory. Now, Tesla states there haven't been any incidents caused by this, but they're going to do an over-the-air update to make sure that their Teslas don't blow through stop signs. Now, I'm sure this is just a coincidence, but 5 days after I posted my review on the Tesla Model X Plaid and complained about the location of the horn, not actually having a real horn, you have to touch this little button here. Tesla was caught testing a new steering wheel for the Plaid with a built-in horn where the airbag is. It is absolutely spectacular out today in the Malibu canyons. Wow. You know, just Tesla things, self-driving in the canyons. Doesn't get any less scary. Oh my, oh! Now, before I attempt to drift the Plaid, legitimately for the first time, you're gonna see my first attempt on camera. I haven't tried it yet. I wanna go over all of the new features that track mode gives the vehicle. And there are a lot of cool things, and apparently it's supposed to make the driving experience in the canyons and on the track significantly better. So I wanna test that out first. So to enter track mode, go over to pedals and steering, and it's in the same area that you would select drag strip mode. Now we know that drag strip mode cools down the battery packs as well as the motors for optimal acceleration. But let's go ahead and click track mode. Once we click on track mode, it'll give you a little warning that says it's only supposed to be used on track, but absolutely not. Now, once track mode is enabled, over the course of a few minutes, the Tesla is going to significantly cool the batteries and motors to create a significant amount of chilled thermal mass. Then, when the car actually heats up and generates excess heat, there's actually a coolant loop between the motors and the batteries that helps chill the whole system down. One of the biggest improvements is the Tesla's torque vectoring abilities. With traction control on, it wasn't really all that effective, but with track mode, finally, you can have independent control of both rear wheels for additional cornering abilities. So they can send more power to the rear, particularly maybe the outside rear wheel, in order to help turn in that front end for better lateral grip and just overall enjoyment in the canyons. They also have more intense regenerative brakes, meaning when I let off the accelerator pedal, the car is going to slow itself down much quicker than before. This actually takes some of the stress off of the frictional brakes, which means less heat generation, which hopefully means less overheating brakes. One of the coolest parts, in my opinion, though, is the customizability of drive modes and torque split between the front and rear wheels, and the customizability of the traction control system. I've got a preset I created here called Tokyo, which is obviously for drifting, but let's go ahead and make our own. I don't know, we'll call it VV. How insane is this? I can make the car nearly 100% front wheel drive. It just gives 100% of the power to the front motors, or 100% rear wheel drive in increments of 5%. I mean, what other car in the world other than the Tesla Model 3 can you do this on? And check out the traction control management. You can go all the way from -10 to +10. So you have 20-stage traction control. And you can change the regenerative braking amount. It even has an option for saving the dash cam video for your lap time. Speaking of lap times, we've got this really cool graphic up on the display here that shows you lap times, your split time, as well as heating and cooling capacities of the car and G-forces. I'm gonna set the car now to Tesla's race preset and see what it's actually like to drive. Is there an improvement that I can feel in the Tesla Model S in the canyons with track mode? I'm excited to try this out. The car actually makes a lot of noise in track mode or drag strip mode. It's kind of funny. The Model S honestly really impressed me with its handling characteristics without track mode, but let's see what it's like really pushing it with that added torque vectoring. Wow, the turn-in is a lot better. I got the tail loose a little bit there. Oh my gosh. It's actually a massive, massive improvement. The car turns in almost like it has aggressive rear wheel steering. That is epic. And I love that it's allowing me to slide just a little bit. I've got the traction control set to neutral, so it's not all the way on, it's not all the way off. And it really gives me confidence through the turns. Now they've also retuned the adaptive suspension to be a little bit firmer, more responsive, and it also won't raise the suspension to make it more comfortable. It'll just keep it at the lowest setting. I can definitely feel the bumps a lot more in this mode than the standard suspension mode, but man, this thing is crazy. I am impressed, Tesla. Wow. All right, I think it is time to go drift this thing. You can also notice the regen braking a lot more. It definitely slows the car down quicker. As you guys can see, I mean, I'm driving it hard. I'm hard on the brakes. I've been driving this car aggressively all day. There's no warnings that say brake temperature overheated. It will actually tell you if the brakes have overheated, whether you should slow down or not. Look at that, all the G-forces on this graph here. Look, all the way up to 1.5, 1.4 Gs. That's pretty crazy. It's like a little art project. Maybe make NFTs out of these. All right, let's drift this Tesla. 3 things about the Model S Plaid make it very different to drift than any other car. The first is the fact that it has 1,020 horsepower. That's serious, it's a lot of power, and it makes it a little bit more difficult to manage. The second is, because it's an electric car, it only has 1 gear. So if you floor the accelerator pedal all the way down for an extended period of time, technically the wheels could spin up to its top speed of 175 miles an hour. They actually bumped the top speed with track mode from 165 to 175, but if I kept it floored, the tires could spin up to 175, versus if you're drifting in second gear, maybe your car only goes 50 miles an hour in second gear, so the tires can only spin 50 while you're drifting. So you definitely have to be careful how much of the accelerator pedal you press down. And the third thing is that crazy yoke steering wheel. I don't know what this is gonna be like, but we're about to try it. First time drifting the Model S Plaid. I am freaking excited. Let's put on the point of view camera and show you what it looks like. All right, track mode, customize. Let's go to Tokyo drift mode. Oh man, let's see what this thing is like, guys. Legitimately the first time ever attempting to drift the Model S Plaid. Whoa, 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 this is crazy. Holy moly. All right, that was not very good donuts, but let's run it back. Oh my God. Holy crap. Driving this is intense, but it clearly drifts, and it is possible. As you can see, my hands are just a nightmare there. There we go, let's go. That was sick. Good job, Tesla, damn! Oh my gosh, that was insane. Well, the answer is you can absolutely drift the Model S Plaid using track mode. I want to take the car actually to a drift track and really see what it's like. Obviously, doing donuts isn't really drifting, but it totally is capable. It also takes a lot to get used to. It is weird, you don't know where to put your hands, but I think with time, you can actually drift this thing pretty well. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, going over everything that track mode has to offer, as well as the new recall and the new horn. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. Mods coming soon to the Tesla. Look forward to seeing you next video.